Your map?
It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on one of the top 5 teams
I'm
in
gonna
the
follow this
conference.
one. What's you just to kick off? Follow that, Brayton.
Here with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing
right here.
Yeah.
Small little ass button.
Yeah, but let me kick it off, then I'll follow. It'll only take me a second to do what I gotta do anyway.
Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started.
What?
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt.
It's playing 20, 27. 27. It's a football game.
What type of game system is it?
Oh, PlayStation 5.
What's this game
This would say it on here for you. Let me get up real quick.
Return.
Oh no, when you get back in here, I'll ask.
You need my boyfriend's gamer tag.
Cool, it is. Then you guys, I have to, set these. You know, back to all of our shit. Yeah.
The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Where are my babies?
They're at home. I've done it for a reason.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35.
I couldn't take care of it.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They made the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Both these teams just outside the top 25 and really needing to win a game like this to vault their way into the rankings.
And it's just amazing winning a game like this, what it can do for your program, right? Recruiting, your confidence, everything is better when you've got the number beside your name. And David, one of these two teams is going to get that number if they go out and win.
No doubt, and you continue to start the season off and build, right? Because you started with preseason, you start with getting into the year, and now you're starting to build and build and build and build that momentum. Getting a win against a really good team, finding out who you are, can set the tone for your season.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, give on the inside.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot
Undead by 287.
this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36.
No, you could have paused it, babe. Shoot. He got some yards.
Tight end in motion.
I thought you paused it.
I did pause it, but it unpauses after a minute.
Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
I'm getting 27 Thursday.
He'll throw it. Quickly to the
Is it Thursday?
And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Just outside
I had to get that one too.
From the
He's
21.
got it. He's got to
Well, it's a
get
nice
that.
job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with that.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3 balls at the 18.
You got that
And man,
that
the big fellas
asphalt
up front, they don't
ladies
get a
or
lot
something
of
like
credit. They
that.
don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Zings it complete to the right. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
No, JJ won't pick the bill. That's the scary part.
Looking downfield on first down. And he walks it in for the score. Touchdown, Duke.
But this one is probably.
And how about the wheels for the QB? You can tell, man, he can roll, and they are going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
Hey, Adam's off today, so we show up anytime to get our stuff done.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick six, but he needs to be more accurate.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Marsh. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed.
There he
Thank
goes.
God. That hit him.
They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short.
Richard Homeback, keep up my stuff.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Fires to the right. And they fail to pick up on 3rd down.
On 3rd and
Hey,
short,
I lose my shit.
they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Shoots it to the left. He's got it. They get him out of bounds, but a chunk play to wrap up the first quarter, and this offense will carry momentum into the second. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll move the tight end. A first down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Irish. precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he knocked that one right down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He tries to take the top off. Makes the grab down the middle. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. He's got the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice job playing physical by the defense. That's a great job. He catches the ball, gets a yard, and the defense goes, no, sir, you go no more. And now, next time he catches it, where's that dude at? I'm going to find him. Stay away from him.
I'm looking forward to playing the college game this week. I can't wait for that.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. The throw to the outside is complete.
Switch right to
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Grabbed over the middle. It's Marsh. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Now the play fake. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets cuts a little bit of ground for the offense. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Looking to buy time. Throws to the tight end. Got his man all by himself. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go to the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
It's caught.
Yeah, this is good. I'm gonna have to get a touchdown next stop. I've got to be all the way back to the
It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Duke. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Great throw, great timing. You can see his receiver breaks for the out route. He's in stride, in rhythm, hits him so he can get upfield and get the ball in the end zone.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a two-time All-American know this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Nebraska. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to pass on second down. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
Well, they're throwing this one to the running back out on the perimeter of the field. They didn't get it to him quick enough, though, so he literally had to tap dance there on the sidelines, make sure he was in bounds when he caught it, and just pick up a few yards.
He lost one down the sideline. He's got it up to 25. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. He wants to throw it again. Finds a man on the left. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
So one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Goes to the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink. They really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
They'll send out the kicker here. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Coming out with it, it's Longo. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that. Turning it on. Picks up the first down, still moving. Running inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Blue Devils. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the right. Right on the money. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big... It's picked off, and another empty drive. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Gets the first himself. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Touchdown, Duke. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. To start the second half. He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
As a quarterback, it's no fun playing against 3-4 defenses when they can get pass rushes from the interior of their defensive line. How can you complete throws against this defense if you can't step up into the pocket?
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line stopped on the return. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Great protection, and down the middle it goes. Touchdown, Blue Devils! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here come the Irish back on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He smashes his way through again. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. That last chunk play is one that'll really put a drive on the move. It's 1st and 10 from the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Picked off. Bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Extending the play. He'll try to do it himself. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Breaks into the open. And he finds his way out of bounds real close to the goal line there, knocking on the door.
And nice blocking by this offense. Nice job running the football. How about the running back? You could tell he knew exactly where the goal line was. He wanted to get to it. He was fighting to get to it. But
touchdown, Duke! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Makes the catch. It's Hawkins. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Really good coverage by this defense. That they were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Off play action. Lost one deep down the right side. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers. And he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time, they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Now facing a third and long. He wants to change this route. On third down, he drops to throw. It's complete on the right side. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch, who's really good with the ball in his hands. But the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the fourth down.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Fourth down and short, you want a no-nonsense run. Nice job by the running back, getting the football, getting downhill, making sure he gets that first down.
And the Blue Devils with the 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
Out of the gun, they give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Oh, they're after him. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. He'll bring it out. It's Siegel. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
As a defensive lineman, let me tell you something. This is hunting season. This is when you pin your ears back and you absolutely fly to the quarterback, and you can see it. They know it's pass, and they get to him again.
Fires to the big fella. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Unleashes it. Finds his man open. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
And the extra point is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Georgia Tech is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in the ATL for some time. They're up by 17 over Nebraska. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
He'll keep it himself. He needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. And if he crashes down hard inside, take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got an open man. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Offenses now, they know one speed. Be aggressive. Go after it. Even if you got a lead, you see a lot of offenses do this and take shots and keep making big plays down the field. I like it. Keep it up.
The Blue Devils getting set on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Wolf. There he goes. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. And the Blue Devils are marching down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Blue Devils pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
And the Blue Devils kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off the RPO, complete. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Been busy as they built this sizable lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Seagal. I know he thinks he can house. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Handoff from the gun. Shakes off the defender. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Bringing the heat. That's caught. It's Hawkins. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going to take off. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here.